each and every single one of you to turn around to your neighbor and say, your race is beautiful. We are all beautiful. We are all talented. And we all have a future. We share a world together. Let's start living it.
Agnes is she's a young girl that used to be part of the Crib Youth Project. And she was one of my sort of the closest person who was around the project when I was in charge of the Bova site. She was ambitious, she was 16, and unfortunately she's not here with us anymore because she was taken away through gang violence.
My mum came to London when she was just 10 years old. My grandma brought her here. My grandma had been widowed in India. So they arrived in London with nothing, with very, very few possessions. And the local people in southwest London just welcomed them in, you know. And my mum tells me stories of the local bakers and the butchers literally feeding them. To me, that's the sense of London that I love. And that was a big motivation for me in standing for what I did.
At the time of the riots, I wasn't shocked at what was happening, but I was disappointed because I thought it was an opportunity for people that never had a voice to really come and say something worth saying. But you know, in the 21st century, when we're consumed by consumerism and materialism, and people are living for themselves, individuals, you know, that unheard message becomes diluted because everyone's thinking about themselves, what they can get.
The riots made me feel sad because it's that recognition, and we have to recognise it, that there is this other side of London, a side that isn't welcoming to everybody. And I met during my career, and especially during the campaign, so many people for whom London isn't that fantastic city, and it doesn't provide them with all of those opportunities. I'm really interested to hear from the people who were at Cable Street, or the people who have researched Cable Street, to know what was going on at the time. What did it feel like to actually end up with that situation where you get those moments of conflict and tension on the streets?
The desire to go on a journey in comparison to what happened last year during the London riots, it's about getting understanding, you know, about people's desire for change, regardless of which methods they've used to try to invoke that change.
There are always going to be things in society that people don't like. There are always going to be people who are struggling worse than others. But why do we get these moments where it all comes together in such a destructive way?
The kind of questions that I want to ask, especially to the people who are involved at the time, is how did it make you feel knowing that people didn't see you as equals?